प्राप्त हुआ मायापुर धाम में। और तत्पश्चात महाराज जी पूरे विश्व में बहुत ज़ोर शोर से प्रेम भक्ति का प्रचार करते हैं। महाराज जी की विशेषता है कि महाराज वैष्णव सिद्धांत को वैज्ञानिकों को और एकेडमिक सर्कल में प्रीचिंग करते हैं। एकेडमिक सर्कल में प्रीचिंग करते हैं। तो महाराज जी एक पीएचडी हैं, डॉक्टरेट हैं। महाराज जी का पीएचडी है अप्लाइड मैनेजमेंट और डिसीजन साइंसेस में वॉल्डन यूनिवर्सिटी मिनियापोलिस यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स से। महाराज जी ने 35 से ज़्यादा अंतर्राष्ट्रीय एकेडमिक जर्नल्स में पेपर छापे हैं, एकेडमिक और पीयर रिव्यूड जर्नल्स में। तो महाराज जी बहुत ही दक्ष हैं किस प्रकार से वैष्णव सिद्धांत को एक एकेडमिक लैंग्वेज में, एक वैज्ञानिक लैंग्वेज में बताया जाए, उसमें बहुत दक्ष हैं। कि वैष्णव सिद्धांत के सेक्युलर एकेडमिक मॉडल्स बनाने में, और इस प्रकार से देश की, समाज की जो सोशियो पॉलिटिकल या मैनेजमेंट या लीडरशिप समस्याएं हैं उनका आध्यात्मिक समाधान के मॉडल्स बनाने में, उनके मॉडल्स बनाने में। तो महाराज जी के कुछ पब्लिकेशन इस प्रकार हैं। वेदांतिक व्यूज़ ऑन कल्चरल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, a stimulus for socio-political stability, synergetic thinking approach to spiritually oriented organizational leadership, the role of Hare Krishnas in mitigating social menace in HIV/AIDS in Nigeria, sonic therapeutic intervention for preventing financial fraud, a phenomenal study। और इस प्रकार से महाराज के अनेक पब्लिकेशंस है। तो महाराज जी बहुत कृपालु हैं। महाराज जी हमारे बीच में हैं आज, और हमको अवसर मिलेगा महाराज जी से उनके आध्यात्मिक रियलाइजेशंस को प्राप्त करने का, और इस प्रकार से उनकी कृपा को प्राप्त करने का। आइए महाराज जी का स्वागत करते हैं हमारे बीच में 3 बार हरि बोल बोल के। हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल।
Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yasodhanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yasodhanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yasodhanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamana Tera Vanachari Yamana Tera Vanachari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gauraba, Hariba, Hariba, Hariba. Jaya Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Astotra Satat Sistema, the Divine Graces Confound Acharya Srila Abhachan Navina Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Maharaj Ki Jai. Jaya Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Astotra Satat Sistema, the Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Prabhupada Maharaj Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavin Ki Jai. Namacharya Sri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Si Kahau Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gatadhara Sri Vasari Sri Gaura Bhaktavinda Ki Jai. Sri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shyamakunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Sabindavan Dham Ki Jai. Sri Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Samayapanavadip Dham Ki Jai. Jagannathpura Dham Ki Jai. Ganga Mai Yamuna Mai Ki Jai. Srimati Tulsi Devi Bhakta Devi Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vinda Ki Jai. Nitai Guru Premanande. All glories to the summer devotees. All glories to the summer devotees. All glories to the summer devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we'd like to thank all of you for coming to participate in this satsang. Are you interpreting? Are you translating?
तो आप सब ये आज के सत्संग में सम्मिलित हुए हैं, हम आपका गाढ़े रूप से हार्दिक धन्यवाद देना चाहते हैं।
Weekends are always very busy, but out of your busy schedule, you have been able to skim out time. It means that you love Krishna.
तो वीकेंड में बहुत सारे कार्य करने होते हैं, व्यस्त रहता है, लेकिन उसमें आपने समय निकाला है। इसका मतलब यहाँ आने के लिए, इसका मतलब आप सबको कृष्णा से प्रेम है।
Because you love Krishna, So you forgo the other activities you could be having this evening to come for the satsang.
क्योंकि आपको कृष्ण से प्रेम है, इसलिए आपने अपनी बाकी सारे कार्यों को थोड़ा पॉज करके आप यहाँ पे आए हैं. बहुत अच्छा है ये.
And be aware, we like to let you know that Krishna also loves all of you.
और हम आपको बताना चाहते हैं कृष्ण भी आप सबको प्रेम करते हैं.
So this evening we'll be taking a discussion from the Bhagavad Gita as it is.
तो आज का चर्चा होगा भगवद गीता एज इट इज़ यथारूप से.
Translation and commentaries by Iskcon founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada.
अनुवाद और तात्पर्य इस्कॉन के संस्थापक आचार्य शीला ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शीला प्रभुपाद जी के द्वारा.
Bhagavad Gita has many commentaries, over 300 commentaries, but we hardly find some commentary that was done by a pure devotee of Lord Krishna, a worshipper of Lord Krishna himself.
भगवद गीता के 300 से ज़्यादा टिप्पणियाँ हैं, लेकिन हम देखते हैं कि ये बहुत ही दुर्लभ है कि एक भगवान के शुद्ध भक्त के द्वारा टिप्पणी मिले, जैसे शिला प्रभुपाद जी के द्वारा ये यथारूप में के रूप में मौजूद है.
Prabhupada is a pure devotee, so he can deliver Krishna to us.
शिला प्रभुपाद जी भगवान के शुद्ध भक्त हैं, इसलिए वो कृष्ण को हमको दे सकते हैं, प्रदान कर सकते हैं.
The whole of his commentary in this Bhagavad Gita is pointing to Krishna. Hey, I'm not Krishna. Go to Krishna.
तो ये यथारूप एडिशन में भगवद गीता यथारूप प्रभुपाद जी द्वारा कृत, तो ये पूरी जो टिप्पणी है प्रभुपाद जी वो कृष्ण की तरफ इशारा कर रही है कि देखिए कृष्ण की ओर जाइए, यहाँ पे है कृष्ण.
So the title of this chapter 2 is Contents of the Gita Summarized, and this text we are going to read is very important for our everyday reality.
तो इस अध्याय का शीर्षक है दूसरे अध्याय का कि भगवद गीता के सारांश रूप में है ना, इसका सारांश रूप में वर्णन है. और ये आज का जो श्लोक है वो बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है हमारे रोज की भक्ति के लिए.
So chapter 2 text 41 reads thus: Where was Sayatmika Bodhi you having a gas guess, right? You having an electronic gas guess, so we can recite together.
हाँ, हम श्लोक को दोहरा सकते हैं. ये है भगवद गीता का दूसरे अध्याय का 41वां श्लोक, 41st verse of second chapter
Bhagavad Gita 2:41. Where was Sayatmika Bodhi
व्यवासात्मिका बुद्धि
Ekaha Kurunandana
एकेह कुरुनंदना
Bahusakha Hyanantascha
बहुशाखा हि अनन्तश्च
Bodhayo Vyavasayinam
बुधायो व्यवसायिनां
Vyavasayatmika Bodhi
व्यवासात्मिका बुद्धि
Ekaha Kurunandana
एकेह कुरुनंदना
Bahusakha Hyanantascha
बहुशाखा हि अनन्तश्च
Bodhayo Vyavasayinam
बुधायो व्यवसायिनां
Vyavasayatmika Bodhi
व्यवसात्मिका बुद्धि
Ekeha Kurunandana
एकेह कुरुनंदनः
Bahusakha Hyanantascha
बहुशाखा हि अनन्तश्च
Bodhayo Vyavasayinam.
बुधायो व्यवसायिनां.
Can someone try?
आप ऐसे कोई दोहरा सकते हैं श्लोक?
Anyone else to try? All right, Mataji's, anyone to help to try? Bhagavad Gita 2:41. You can chant in your own way, whatever way. Yeah? So word for word translation, and translation and purport, all by His Divine Grace, Iskcon founder Acharya, Srila A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Vyavasaya Abhika, resolute in Krishna consciousness. Buddhi, intelligence. Eka, only one. Iha, in this world. Kurunandana, O beloved child of the Kurus. Bahu Sakaha, having various branches. He, indeed. Anantaha, unlimited. Cha, also. Buddhayaha, intelligence. Avyava Sayinam, of those who are not in Krishna consciousness. Translation: those who are on this path are resolute in purpose, and their aim is one. O beloved child of the Kurus, the intelligence of those who are irresolute is many-branched. Please kindly responsibly repeat, those who are on this path are resolute in purpose. Their aim is one. O beloved child of the Kurus, the intelligence of those who are resolute is, who are irresolute is many-branched. Purport: a strong faith that by Krishna consciousness one will be elevated to the highest perfection of life is called Vyavasayatmika Buddhi, Vyavasayatmika intelligence. The Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 22, text 62 states, Shraddha Sabde, Vishwasa Kahe, Sudrida Nichaya, Krishna Bhakti Kele, Sarvakama Krita Haya. Faith means unflinching trust in something sublime. When one is engaged in the duties of Krishna consciousness, he need not act in relationship to the material world with obligations to family traditions, humanity, or nationality. Fruitive activities are the engagements of one's reactions from past good or bad deeds. When one is awake in Krishna consciousness, he need no longer endeavor for good results in his activities. When one is situated in Krishna consciousness, all activities are on the absolute plane, for they are no longer subject to dualities, like good and bad. The highest perfection of Krishna consciousness is renunciation of the material conception of life. This state is automatically achieved by progressive Krishna consciousness. The resolute purpose of a person in Krishna consciousness is based on knowledge. Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudulabaha. A person in Krishna consciousness is the rare good soul who knows perfectly that Vasudeva or Krishna is the root of all manifested causes. As by watering the root of a tree, one automatically distributes water to the leaves and branches, so by acting in Krishna consciousness, one can render the highest service to everyone, namely self, family, society, country, humanity, etc. If Krishna is satisfied by one's actions, then everyone will be satisfied. Service in Krishna consciousness is, however, best practiced under the guidance of a spiritual master who is a bona fide representative of Krishna. who knows the nature of the student and who can guide him to act in Krishna consciousness. As such, to be well versed in Krishna consciousness, one has to act firmly and obey the representative of Krishna. One should accept the instruction of the bona fide spiritual master as one's mission in life. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur instructs us in his famous prayers for the spiritual master as follows. Yasa prasada bhagavat prasado, yasa prasadam nangati kutopi. Deyam stuvam stasya, yasas tusantya. Vande Guru, Sri Charana Ravinda. By satisfaction of the spiritual master, the Supreme Personality of Godhead becomes satisfied. And by not satisfying the spiritual master, there is no chance of being promoted to the plane of Krishna consciousness. I should therefore meditate and pray for his mercy 3 times a day and offer my respectful obeisances unto him, my spiritual master. The whole process, however, depends on perfect knowledge of the soul beyond the conception of the body. Not theoretically, but practically, when there is no longer a chance for sense gratification manifested in fruitive activities. One who is not firmly fixed in mind is diverted in various types of fruitive activities. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnana Jnana Salakaya Satsu Meditam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sachetanya Manovistam Sapritam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamayam Gadati Swa Padantikam Vancha Kalpatari Dacha Kripasundya Evacha Patitanam Pavanabhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Vande Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sahodatu Gadadhaya Puspavantu Chitu Chandatamam Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Visari Sagora Bhakti Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityananda Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesa Sonyavadi Pasatya Visitari. So first of all, I want to congratulate all of you for staying, living, residing, or being born in Kolkata. This is a great achievement.
तो हम आप सबको शुभकामनाएं देना चाहते हैं कि आप कोलकाता शहर में रह रहे हैं और निवास कर रहे हैं। कुछ लोग यहीं पे जन्म लिए होंगे, तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा उपलब्धि है कोलकाता में रहना।
Krishna consciousness has spread all over the world by the mercy of Kolkata.
तो कलकत्ता से ही कृष्ण भावनामृत का दुनिया भर में प्रचार हुआ है।
So if you don't know your glories, you better know now that by your mercy, Krishna consciousness has spread all over the world.
तो आप सबकी कृपा से कृष्ण भावनामृत का दुनिया भर में प्रचार हुआ है।
Because the founder Acharya of Iskcon, of the International Society of Krishna Consciousness, was born in Calcutta.
क्योंकि अंतर्राष्ट्रीय कृष्ण भावनामृत संघ के संस्थापक आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद जी का जन्म कलकत्ता शहर में हुआ था।
I've been to his birthplace, and yesterday we went to where he first met his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
तो हम श्रील प्रभुपाद जी के जन्मस्थली में गए थे, जो यहाँ से 5 मिनट की दूरी पे है, और पास ही में वो जगह भी है टडंगा में, जहाँ पे श्रील प्रभुपाद जी भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर अपने गुरु महाराज को पहली बार मिले थे।
So Calcutta is a theater, it's a holy place.
तो इसीलिए कलकत्ता जो है वो एक आध्यात्मिक है, उसका है ना, एक पवित्र है.
Oh, you may argue that, oh, Calcutta is a commercial city, but there are very potent theaters in Calcutta. The place where Srila Prabhupada was born is a theater. The place where he met his spiritual master is a theater. Where Bhaktisiddhanta stayed and preached, where Bhaktisiddhanta died, they are all theaters. They are all in Calcutta.
हम बोल सकते हैं कलकत्ता तो एक सामाजिक शहर है, वो बात सही है, लेकिन कलकत्ता में ऐसे दिव्य स्थली हैं जो कि आध्यात्मिक शक्ति से सुशोभित हैं, जहाँ पे जैसे जिस स्थली पे शिला प्रभुपाद जी ने जन्म लिया, जिस स्थली पे शिला प्रभुपाद जी भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज से मिले, जिस स्थली पे शिला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज रह के प्रचार करते थे, जिस स्थली पे उन्होंने शिला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज ने अपना देह त्याग किया, ये सब आध्यात्मिक स्थली हैं.
I came all the way from a different continent. I came from America. I had to cross another continent, Europe, before coming to Asia, before coming to India. And you are born here.
तो महाराज जी बोल रहे हैं वो तो अमेरिका से आए हैं, अमेरिका से भारत आने के लिए यूरोप के थ्रू आना ना, यूरोप को क्रॉस करना पड़ता है, और आप सब तो यहाँ पे आपका जन्म हुआ है, आप यहीं रहते हैं.
So just see a great fortune.
तो देखिए आपका कितना सौभाग्य है.
So, if you have a great fortune, for instance, if you are born in the family of Prime Minister Modi or the President of India, you have to take advantage of all the resources around, the financial resources, social resources, and develop yourself.
तो यदि आपका सौभाग्य है, जैसे यदि आप प्रधानमंत्री या राष्ट्रपति के घर में यदि पैदा होते हैं, जन्म लेते हैं, तो आपको जो सुविधाएं मिल रही हैं उसका आपको लाभ उठाना है.
If you're born in a very rich family like Prime Minister Modi or the President of India, Draupadi, that's her name, right? President Draupadi. No. Right now he's a rich man.
No rich man.
Prime Minister Modi?
Modi is not rich man.
Okay, if he is not a rich man, he's rich by power.
You may call him like that. You may call like that.
He's rich. There are several ways to be rich.
Rich from money.
There are several ways to be rich.
One brother is a auto rickshaw driver.
It's all right. When you have power, that is another opulence. If you are very beautiful, that's another opulence.
तो ये सब अलग
There are
अलग
different opulences. It's
Yes.
not only about money.
तो ये सब अलग अलग विभूति हैं. कोई सुंदर है वो भी एक विभूति है, किसी के पास इन्फ्लुएंस है, शक्ति है, वो भी एक विभूति है.
So my point is, if you have an opportunity, like all of you have, take advantage of the opportunity.
तो आप सबके पास मौका है, ना, बात ये है कि मौके का फ़ायदा उठाना चाहिए.
So we are lucky and we are happy that you are taking, coming here means you are taking advantage of the opportunity Krishna has awarded you.
तो आप सब यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं, इसका मतलब भगवान ने जो आपको सौभाग्य प्रदान किया है आप उसका फ़ायदा उठा रहे हैं, ये बहुत अच्छी बात है.
So in this text we are hearing what Krishna has mentioned that there are two types of entities. One is having a resolute purpose. The other one is irresolute in purpose.
तो भगवान कृष्ण यहाँ पे बता रहे हैं कि दो प्रकार के जीव हैं. एक जीव होते हैं जिनका जो है दृढ़ प्रयोजन है, और दूसरे जीव हैं उनका प्रयोजन जो है गोलमोल है.
The one who is resolute in purpose, he is fixated, he is fixed on one purpose, and that is Krishna consciousness.
तो जिनका जो प्रयोजन है वो निश्चित है, दृढ़ है, वो ऐसे व्यक्ति जो हैं वो स्थित हैं कृष्ण भावनामृत में। कृष्ण भावनामृत उनका ध्येय है।
And when someone is resolute, it means that you cannot distract them. You cannot divert their attention to something else.
तो एक दृढ़ व्यक्ति को हम जो हैं है ना उनके पथ से भ्रष्ट नहीं कर सकते हैं।
If you want to tell them to stop worshiping Krishna, they will tell you, "Thank you, sir," or "Thank you, ma'am."
यदि आप
But I'm sorry, I will not be able to follow your instruction.
यदि आप उनको बोलेंगे कि आप कृष्ण भक्ति छोड़ दीजिए, वो आपको बोलेंगे आपका बहुत धन्यवाद है, लेकिन हम आपके जो वचन हैं उनका पालन नहीं कर सकते। हरे कृष्ण।
They are resolute. They have a resolute purpose. They are fixated. You cannot distract them. You cannot tell them to do something else.
वो दृढ़ हैं, अपने प्रयोजन में पूर्ण रूप से स्थित हैं। उनको हम पथभ्रष्ट नहीं कर सकते हैं।
And not the other class of people is that they are irresolute. You know, their attention is so divided, many branched.
दूसरे प्रकार के व्यक्ति हैं, उनका जो एकाग्रता है इतना विभाजित है, अलग अलग पृथक पृथक क्षेत्रों में।
And there's a lot of suffering that goes on with this type of mindset.
और इस प्रकार की मनोवृत्ति के साथ साथ बहुत दुख और क्लेश आते हैं जीवन में।
Sometimes they do things and then they come to regret. Oh, why did I do that?
ऐसे व्यक्ति कई बार कुछ कार्य करते हैं, फिर बाद में रोते हैं, बिलखते हैं कि मैंने ऐसा कार्य, विलाप करते हैं कि मैंने ऐसा क्यों कर बैठा मैं।
You find if you go to the law court, you find cases where someone commits a crime and then they read the charge, the indictment to the person, to the accused, and then the court asks him or her, are you guilty or you are not guilty?
तो कभी कभी कोर्ट में देखेंगे कि एक व्यक्ति को एक व्यक्ति से पूछा जा रहा है कि आपने ये क्राइम जो है ये किया है कि नहीं किया है, आप दोषी हैं कि नहीं।
And sometimes, amazingly, you find people say, I'm guilty with reasons. I'm guilty with reasons.
मैं दोषी हूँ लेकिन कारण है मेरे उसके पीछे बहुत सारा।
And they are asked, what is your reason? And they go on to explain that I didn't really want to do this thing, but it seems I was being pushed to do it.
तो ऐसा बोलते हैं लोग कि मैं ऐसे नहीं करना चाहता था, ये क्राइम नहीं करना चाहता था, लेकिन पता नहीं कहाँ से एक प्रकार का पुश, एक प्रकार का फोर्स हो गया।
So that reminds me of a case in the United States. One of my disciples, she's a lawyer. So she told me a story how a lady was involved with another man. The man is married. So eventually the matter came to court. And it's not that the man is not that he's just a super handsome man. So this devotee was asking, the lawyer devotee was asking this lady that, see, you know that this man has a wife. So what really pushed you? And is it the man's beauty? The lady said, no. This man is not a beautiful man. He's not a handsome man. So the lawyer asked, so why did you run up? Why did you go after him? You know he has a wife. He said she don't know, but it seems something was just pushing her, you know.
तो अमेरिका में महाराज जी के एक शिष्य हैं, वो वकालत करते हैं माता जी। तो उन्होंने कहानी बताई कि एक माता थे, वो माता जो थी एक व्यक्ति के साथ गलत संबंध में थी, व्यक्ति शादीशुदा थे। तो अभी कोर्ट में उनकी पत्नी लेके गई केस तो अभी वकील जो थी माता जी वो पूछ रही थी ये तीसरी माता से कि आपको क्या ये तो व्यक्ति सुंदर दिखते हैं क्या आपको? बोले नहीं, ये तो इतना सुंदर नहीं है। फिर बोले आप इनके पीछे क्यों भाग रहे थे? ये तो शादीशुदा हैं, आपको पता है, आप इनके पीछे क्यों भागने लग गए? तो ये माता जी बोले हम नहीं चाहते थे, लेकिन कुछ तो ना कुछ वेग कुछ हमको हम खींचे चले गए है ना, ना कौन से ना ताकत से खींच गए पता नहीं।
So people who are not resolute in purpose, they may know that this thing is not good, but they do it anyway.
तो जो दृढ़ निश्चय नहीं रहते हैं, जिनका प्रयोजन दृढ़ नहीं रहता, उनको पता है ये ठीक नहीं है, फिर भी नहीं ना अपने आप पे नियंत्रण कर पाते वो।
And this is very common.
ये बहुत आम है।
I remember one young devotee in one of the temples I was staying when I was young. So it's a young devotee. He goes to school from the temple. I was friendly with him. So he comes to tell me, "Oh, Vasudeva, you see, the things I do and people complain. I really don't like to do it, but it seems I'm pushed to do it. What is it? What is the problem with me?"
तो एक बार एक मंदिर में एक भक्त महाराज जी से पूछने लगे कि मैं जो करता हूँ लोग उसके बारे में दोष निकालते हैं, आरोप करते हैं, लेकिन मैं करना नहीं चाहता, लेकिन फिर भी विवश हूँ करने के लिए। ये क्या परेशानी है, समझ में नहीं आ रहा है।
So we have this problem that is haunting us, and sometimes we do things against our better judgment.
तो ये समस्या जो है हम सबके जीवन में है, और हम कई बार क्या है अपने विवेक शक्ति के विपरीत कार्य करते हैं।
But if someone becomes engaged in devotional service, he gradually becomes purified of all these anarthas.
लेकिन जो व्यक्ति भक्ति मार्ग को अपना लेता है, वो व्यक्ति जो है अपने उसके सारे अनर्थ जो हैं हृदय के, वो सब धुल जाते हैं।
Therefore, if even we don't want, the goal of devotional life is to attain Krishna Prema Pumato Maha, to attain Krishna Prema, pure love for Krishna, and go back to Godhead at the end of this life. But if even you don't want to go back to Godhead, you like to stay in this material. If even you like to stay in this material world, you don't care about going back to Godhead. Still, to practice Krishna consciousness is very good for everybody because it makes you a gentleman.
तो कृष्ण भक्ति का प्रयोजन है भगवान कृष्ण के प्रति प्रेम को जागृत करना, भगवान कृष्ण के आध्यात्मिक धाम में चले जाना। तो ये तो मूल रूप से प्रयोजन है ना, प्रेम अपमर्तो महान। लेकिन यदि किसी व्यक्ति को भगवान के धाम में नहीं जाना है, भौतिक जगत में भी रहना है, तो भी कृष्ण भावनामृत का पारण करना बहुत अच्छा है, क्योंकि कृष्ण भावनामृत का पारण करने से व्यक्ति जो है एक जेंटलमैन बन जाता है, एक सद्गुणी बन जाता है।
People love those who protect their ethical standards.
तो देखिए समाज में ऐसे लोगों की को प्रेम किया जाता है, ऐसे लोगों को की सराहना की जाती है जो कि अपने जो धर्म के सिद्धांत हैं उनका पालन करते हैं।
And it is so difficult for one to be ethical. You may be teaching ethics. I have seen people who teach ethics in high-profile universities, and they go unethical. They do unethical things. They wrong going to jail.
तो विश्व में देखा जाता है कई बार महाविश्वविद्यालयों में लोग क्या है ये नैतिकता सिखाते हैं, लेकिन अनैतिक कार्य करते हैं, यहाँ तक कि जेल भी चले जाते हैं, कार्य पूरे अनैतिक रहते हैं।
So the rules that govern society, the constitution, the criminal codes, road traffic ethics, they are in themselves not enough, because people know that if I go at a high speed, police will catch me, and they go on high speed anyway. Why?
तो केवल नियम कानून जो हैं वो अपने आप में पूर्ण नहीं है, क्योंकि जैसे लोगों को अभी मान लीजिए जैसे वो यातायात का नियम है कि तीव्र गति से नहीं चलाना है। लोगों को पता है, फिर भी तीव्र गति से चलाते हैं, उल्लंघन करते हैं इस कानून का। क्यों?
I've also seen situations or cases where someone is married or people are married, they get attracted to each other. This person has his wife, this person has her husband, and then the two of them join together and then they run away. They have children with this in these marriages, and then they run away.
तो ऐसा भी देखा गया है ना, एक शादीशुदा पुरुष और एक शादीशुदा माता जी, दोनों अलग अलग शादी हुआ है, लेकिन एक दूसरे से आकर्षक होकर भाग जाते हैं, अपने पुराने पति पत्नी को, बच्चों को भी छोड़ के भाग जाते हैं।
So these are typical examples of people who are irresolute in their purpose.
तो ये सब उदाहरण हैं ऐसे लोगों का जो कि दृढ़ प्रतिज्ञ नहीं हैं।
So what is the cause of this irresolute in purpose?
तो ये दृढ़ प्रतिज्ञता नहीं होने का क्या कारण है?
Now, the Bhagavata mentions about uncontrolled senses. Adanta Gopi Visata Tamishra. We live in hell when our senses and the mind is not properly channeled in the service of the Lord. It cannot be controlled. And therefore, our existence is like a hellish life.
तो यदि भागवतम में बताया गया है कि यदि हमारा अपने मन और इंद्रियों पर नियंत्रण नहीं है तो हमारा जीवन जो है नरक के समान होगा। अदांत गोबीर विशितम तमिश्रम।
Uncontrolled mind and senses create so much of problem for us. It's not just a religious notion. In management science, they have theories of a general theory of crime, which states that the main cause of improper behavior and crimes is because of uncontrolled senses and the mind. This is, Google general theory of crime. It stipulates the main cause of crimes and unethical behavior is due to low self-control. The theory was propounded by two management scientists, but by two sociologists.
तो ये जो बात है कि मन और इंद्रियों पे नियंत्रण नहीं होना, ये जो है ये नरक का द्वार है, ये केवल शास्त्र में ही नहीं बताया गया है। हम देखेंगे मैनेजमेंट में भी ये थ्योरी बहुत प्रचलित है। जैसे कि आप गूगल कर सकते हैं जनरल थ्योरी ऑफ क्राइम। वो जनरल थ्योरी ऑफ क्राइम, इस थ्योरी में ये दो मैनेजमेंट के वैज्ञानिक सोशियोलॉजिस्ट उन्होंने ये थ्योरी बनाई है। इस थ्योरी में यही बताया गया है कि क्राइम यानी कि क्राइम का मुख्य कारण है अपने मन और इंद्रियों पे नियंत्रण ना होना।
So the books you have, the Vedic literatures, these concepts predate modern historiography, and what the modern management scientist is discovering or bringing up is something that the sages know thousands of years ago. Thousands of years ago, they know that the Bhagavatam was spoken when? Bhagavad Gita was spoken when? Over 5,000 years ago. And now, just in 1980 or 1990, that's when they developed the general theory of crime. But the sages know about the problem that is confronting human society long, long ago. Uncontrolled senses, uncontrolled mind.
तो हमारे वैदिक शास्त्र में जो सिद्धांत प्राचीन काल से ही हमारे संतों को पता हैं, वो सिद्धांत अभी आधुनिक जगत में मैनेजमेंट साइंसेस में अभी जाके वही सिद्धांतों की पुष्टि हो रही है। जैसे कि 1990 में ये जनरल थ्योरी ऑफ क्राइम बना है, लेकिन भगवद गीता तो 5000 साल पहले बताया गया है। उसमें ये वर्णन है गीता भागवत में कि ये जो हमारा मन और इंद्रियां जो नियंत्रित नहीं होते हैं वही हमारे विनाश का कारण है।
So in the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna mentions that the uncontrolled mind is our worst enemy, and the controlled mind is our best friend.
तो भगवद गीता में भगवान कृष्ण बताते हैं कि जो मन जिस मन पे नियंत्रित नहीं है, अनियंत्रित मन जो है वो हमारा परम शत्रु है, और जो मन पे नियंत्रण कर लेता है तो मन क्या है, परम मित्र बन जाता है।
And we have been given devotional instructions, devotional service as a means of purifying our mind and our senses so that we can have a resolute purpose in our existence.
तो हमको भक्ति का मार्ग दिया गया है हमारे मन और इंद्रियों को शुद्ध करने के लिए, हमारे हृदय को शुद्ध करने के लिए, ताकि हमारा मन और इंद्रियां शुद्ध हो जाएं, उस पर हमारा नियंत्रण हो जाए और हम जो हैं प्रयोजन में दृढ़ हो जाएं।
Majority of us are born with this many branched intelligence. Very few people are like, Vasudeva, who was matured, spiritually matured in the womb before he came out.
तो हम में से ज़्यादातर लोग जो हैं, हमारा जो बुद्धि है वो बहुशाखा है, विभक्त है अलग अलग न भाग में। तो हमें से बहुत कम होंगे जो कि व्यासदेव की तरह हैं, जो जन्म से पहले ही दृढ़ प्रतिज्ञ थे।
But opportunity has been given to us through Bhakti, that when we engage in Bhakti, when we serve Krishna, when we serve the pure devotees of Lord Krishna, we become purified and our purpose could be resolute.
लेकिन हमको मौका दिया जा रहा है, जब हम भक्ति में जुड़ जाते हैं, भक्ति के कार्य में युक्त हो जाते हैं, तो हमारा हृदय का शुद्धिकरण हो जाता है, हम दृढ़ प्रतिज्ञ बन सकते हैं।
And so we should take advantage of what is available before us.
इसीलिए हम इस सुविधा का हमको फ़ायदा उठाना चाहिए, गाढ़े रूप से भक्ति करना चाहिए।
And especially for you fortunate souls who are residents or born in Calcutta, don't miss the point at all.
और ख़ासकर आप लोग इतने सौभाग्यशाली हैं, आप कलकत्ता धाम में रहते हैं, कलकत्ता धाम के निवासी हैं, आप जो है इस बात को आप जो है ये मौके को गवाइए नहीं।
In the Padma Purana, it is mentioned that the service of the devotee is more important to Krishna than even service to Krishna directly.
पद्म पुराण में उल्लेख आता है कि भगवान के भक्त की सेवा करना ज़्यादा महत्वपूर्ण है भगवान की सेवा करने से।
So Prabhupada is not different from his Iskcon.
तो श्रीला प्रभुपाद जी जो हैं उनके आंदोलन यानी कि अंतर्राष्ट्रीय कृष्ण भावनामृत संघ से अभिन्न है।
So rendering service in Iskcon is more pleasing to Krishna than even serving Krishna directly.
तो इसीलिए इस्कॉन में, अंतर्राष्ट्रीय कृष्ण भावनामृत संघ में आप सेवा करेंगे तो कृष्णा को वो और ज़्यादा प्रसन्न है उनको डायरेक्ट उनको डायरेक्ट सेवा करने के तुलना में।
And that service to Iskcon begins with the tongue, Sevamukhi, Ijivadu.
और अंतर्राष्ट्रीय कृष्ण भावनामृत में सेवा कैसे प्रारंभ होती है? प्रारंभ होती है हमारी जीवा से, सेवोन्मुखे ही जीवा दो।
हरे कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
There is no bills required, no charges.
तो कोई पैसा नहीं लग रहा है।
People in general, people don't value free things, but we should be wise. This is a free spiritual gift.
तो आमतौर से लोगों को फ्री, मुफ्त की चीज़ें का महत्व नहीं समझ में आता है, लेकिन समझने की कोशिश करिए, ये एक बहुत ही दुर्लभ और मुफ्त जो है भेंट है, आध्यात्मिक भेंट जो हमको मिल रहा है।
In Kali Yoga, this very age and 21st century especially, no need to run away from the city to go to the forest. and do meditation. You can be right in your house and purify yourself and become perfected.
तो कलयुग में 21वीं सदी में हमको कोई आवश्यकता नहीं है कि शहर को छोड़ के किसी जंगल में जाके ध्यान करें। हम अपने घर में बैठ के हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र का जाप करके अपने हृदय को, अपने चित्त को शुद्ध कर सकते हैं, अपने जीवन को सार्थक कर सकते हैं।
The prescribed method of realizing Krishna in this age of Kali is to chant Krishna's names.
तो जो विधि आज के इस युग में बताई गई है शास्त्रों के द्वारा भगवान को प्राप्त करने की, वो है भगवान के नामों का उच्चारण करना।
Even the deity worship is not mandatory, but the deity worship is like you have a nice suit, a nice jacket, and maybe you work in a bank. You don't want to go to the bank rough, so the suit is iron. You look smart, boy.
तो विग्रह सेवा अनिवार्य नहीं है आज के युग में, लेकिन विग्रह सेवा क्या है कि आप एक बैंक के ऑफिस में गए हैं और आपने एक अच्छा प्रेस किया हुआ कपड़ा पहना है, सूट बूट पहना है, आप क्या है बहुत अच्छे दिख रहे हैं। विग्रह सेवा वैसा ही है।
So in a similar way, every other thing that we do in devotional service, deity worship, other services we do, is to help us to chant the holy name better.
तो इसी प्रकार से हम जप के अलावा और जो भक्ति में कार्य करते हैं, जैसे विग्रह की सेवा है या अन्य सेवाएं हैं, वो इसीलिए हैं, वो हमको मदद करने के लिए हैं कि हम जो हैं जप जो है और अच्छा तरीके से कर सकें।
But here is an issue here. Someone may be walking and he says that, Swamiji, look, I'm a professional, I'm working, I don't have the time to chant mala.
अब यहाँ पे एक समस्या है, कोई सज्जन आके बोल सकते हैं कि देखिए मैं तो व्यवसाय में हूँ, मेरे पास समय नहीं है जप करने का।
The question we normally ask is, you have 24 hours. Check how you use your 24 hours. Just check how many hours you use for sleeping. How many hours, traditionally in India, how many hours people work? 8 hours, 10 hours? So remove that from the 24 hours and then remove also your sleeping hours. Remove the time that you use for eating and bathing. And you find that you still have a big chunk of time left.
तो इसके उत्तर में हम एक मूल्यांकन कर सकते हैं कि हमारे पास देखिए 24 घंटे हैं, तो 24 घंटे में कितना समय हम सोते हैं, 8 घंटा 10 घंटा, वो हटा लीजिए। कितना समय व्यवसाय में जाते हैं, व्यवसाय में 8-10 घंटा जाते हैं, सोते थोड़ा कम है, वो सब हटा लीजिए। खाने का नहाने का समय भी हटा लीजिए, फिर भी इतना सारा समय तो बचता है हमारे जीवन में रोज।
So when the Prabhupada mentions about how serving Krishna is like watering the root of a tree.
तो तात्पर्य में प्रभुपाद जी बता रहे हैं, देखिए कृष्ण की सेवा करना वो एक वृक्ष के जड़ में पानी देने के समान है।
When you water the root of the tree, the whole tree flourishes.
जब जड़ में पानी देते हैं तो पूरा का पूरा वृक्ष जो है वो विकसित हो जाता है।
So when we serve Krishna sincerely, Krishna becomes pleased and everyone becomes happy.
तो इसी तरह से जब हम कृष्ण की सेवा करते हैं, भगवान कृष्ण जो है प्रसन्न हो जाते हैं और हर व्यक्ति जो है वो खुश हो जाएगा।
Here is the deal. When someone becomes first class devotee, or even a Madhyam Adhikar, first class Uttam Adhikar, he liberates or she liberates 21 generations before them and after them.
तो देखिए फायदा कितना है, यदि एक व्यक्ति जो है वो एक प्रथम श्रेणी का भक्त बन जाता है, प्रथम श्रेणी का अधिकारी बन जाता है, तो उनके आ चुके 21 पीढ़ी जो आ चुके हैं और 21 पीढ़ी जो आने वाले हैं उन सब का तार हो जाता है।
If someone is Madhyam Adhikar, he liberates or she liberates 14 generations. You liberate 14 generations before you and after you.
तो अभी कोई मध्यम श्रेणी का या मध्यम अधिकार का भक्त बन गया है तो उनके 14 पीढ़ी जो हैं पुराने और आने वाले उन सब के ऊपर कृपा हो जाती है, वो सब जो है भवसागर से तार हो जाता है उनका।
And even for the Kanishta, someone who is simply chanting and following the four regulative principle and rendering service is not so much advanced. He liberates 10 generations before him and after him.
और एक साधारण भक्त भी जो कि कनिष्ठ स्तर पे है, जो उसका थोड़ा बहुत भक्ति करता है, जप करता है, ऐसा व्यक्ति भी अपनी 10 पीढ़ियों का तारण कर सकता है।
So what service you will do that will benefit people who are yet to be born, people who have died decades, thousands of years ago in your family?
देखिए, हमारे परिवार में जो लोग अभी पैदा भी नहीं हुए हैं या जो लोग का मृत्यु हो गया है, उनको क्या सेवा कर सकते हैं हम। लेकिन देखिए, भक्ति करने से उन सब के ऊपर कितनी असीम कृपा हो जाएगी।
This is the secret benefit of devotional service.
ये जो है, ये रहस्यमय गुप्त रूप से ये गुप्त जो है, ये मुनाफा है भक्ति करने से जो हमको मिल सकता है।
When you're involved in bhakti, you are not just struggling for yourself, you are struggling for people yet to be born, people who have died long years ago.
जब हम भक्ति कर रहे हैं तो केवल अपने लिए संघर्ष नहीं कर रहे हैं। देखिए, अपने पुराने पीढ़ियां जिनका मृत्यु हो गया है, आने वाले पीढ़ियां जो अभी पैदा भी नहीं हुए हैं, उन सब के लिए संघर्ष कर रहे हैं।
See, if even you become the richest man on this planet, when you die, everything is finished.
तो यदि आप ये भौतिक जगत में सबसे अमीर व्यक्ति भी बन जाएं, तो भी जब आपकी मृत्यु हो जाएगी, सब कुछ खत्म हो जाएगा।
Your money is not going to benefit people coming yet to be born. It's not going to benefit people who have died thousands of years or decades ago. No.
तो आप जो हैं मदद नहीं कर सकते, धन से मदद नहीं कर सकते उनका जो पैदा भी नहीं हुए या फिर वो जो मर चुके हैं, कैसे मदद करेंगे।
At best, when you die, there'll be a big fight in the family about who gets the lion's share of the money.
तो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होगा, जब ऐसे अमीर व्यक्ति का मृत्यु होगा तो उनके परिवार में क्या है, बहुत लड़ाई होगा, किसको पैसा मिले, सब लड़ेंगे, है ना। ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा यही होने वाला है।
So, engage yourself in bhakti.
इसीलिए भक्ति में गाढ़े रूप से युक्त हो जाइए, लग जाइए।
Any comments or questions?
कि किसी का कोई प्रश्न या टिप्पणी है तो ना पूछ सकते हैं, टिप्पणी कर सकते हैं।
It's a simple talk. We're not expecting questions, but this is the format of talking or preaching in Krishna consciousness in our society. We ask for doubts to be clarified.
तो ये हमारा पद्धति है, आप अपने प्रश्न पूछ सकते हैं ना।
So any comments? Yes.
This is Kalyug. In this Kalyug, 1% people are worshipping, 99% are not worshipping. They are only playing a drama, nothing more than that.
Okay. So it's very rare. How many people? What is the population of Calcutta? You have no idea? Yeah, very small number of people are worshipping Vishnu, worshipping Krishna. Yes, I agree with you. And that is why to be a devotee is so rare. Krishna mentions in the Gita, Bhavunam Jarmanam Ante, Gyanam Mam Prapadyante.
Have you visited Dwarka? You visit Dwarka.
Walga, where is that?
I am telling you. Near Dwarka.
Oh, Dwarka.
Near Dwarka is there. One Dwarka.
Okay.
Dwarka was a shikari. So he has thrown a arrow that has been struck to Krishna and Krishna died. The spot is there. When people 5,500 years ago, the tree was there, set up, still green leaves are there. If here in India, one pilgrimage place is Kashi. If you are visiting 100 times Kashi, one time Bhalka, that is equal. That is equal. Because last year I visited Dwarka. I have visited Vrindavan, Dwarka, and a lot of places, Haridwar. But where I heard that what I have read now, 1,000 times more I got that.
Sure, that's
I got
true.
that.
That's,
It is reality.
that's true. The places of special pastimes of Lord Krishna, they're special places. And it's like there's a theory in psychology called the field. The field theory, developed by Professor Lewin. I like to relate what I say to science too, because sometimes people say, I don't believe in I don't believe in Shastra. But the things we are doing also they have scientific connotations. Like we go to like you mentioned about going to these theaters. Each time you go to the theater, whether you like it or not, you have a positive impact based on the vibrations of the theater. So the field theory stipulates that the environment impacts on our behavior. If you go to any theater, whether you like it or not, I mean, it's like someone say you don't believe that fire burns, okay, and you put your hand to the fire, fire will burn you or not? It will burn you. So the theaters are also like that. That when we go to the theater, they have a positive impact on our lives. So here's a good example. It's been to, you know.
One question I want to clarify one question. I will ask you, Guruji also, but he is unable to give me answer. In Maharaj, Bhim was there. So Bhim, one son was there, Ghatotkacha, and his son, Barbari. Barbari has a worship with the god, and he has been awarded 3 arrows. Through 3 arrows, he will going to destroy entire world. He has such power. So Krishna was one of the top politicians of the world in the earth. So what he has done, he has tasted from one sword value, pick up the leaves of this tree. Just listen to me very carefully. So what he has done, he has thrown a arrow, entire leaf of the tree. He has picked up. But Krishna, what he has done, in his leg, beneath his leg, he dropped one leaf. So Barbaric saying, Gurudev, in your leg, one leaf is there. If you are not removing, then the arrow will pierce your leg and bring that leaf. Krishna was understand the power, and he was Hareka Sahara. So he was supposed to support his Kaurava, and Krishna was dedicated to Pandava. So what happened? So Krishna become a Brahman avatar, and I want to take something from you. You give me. Okay, I am giving the word, I will give. So he asked, you cut your head and give to me. You just listen very carefully, I am telling you. So he has cut his head and supported to, given to Krishna. So Krishna, what he has done, so you just see that Kurukshetra, 17 days Mahabharata, put the head on the rock. And he has seen entire 17 days of Mahabharata. Thereafter, the head is brought down and said, you will be. I am in the name of Dwarka. I am in the name of Balgopal. I am in the name of Krishna. And another, my name is Shyam. My color is somewhat blackish. My draperies were whitish. So I am Shyam. In this Kaljug, you will be known from my name and fame, and you will be worshipped everywhere throughout the world. Thereafter, you will throw on the Khatu at Rajasthan. There inside the land it was there. Whoever the cows are going there, through above that, they are giving their milk itself automatically. Then the king was of Khatu was there. What happened? Then he in a right night slept. He has seen that God is saying that you bring me. So he had got out there and put a temple. And now that temple earlier 100, 200, 5,000, 10,000. Now around 10 crore, 20 crore, 30 crore people are disciples. And hundreds, thousands of temples are set up. So my question is that whether it is true or something right, what is there, I don't know. I am the disciple of Lord Krishna, Rama, everywhere. I am disciple of all God. And even my mother and father, those who have given me the birth, I am always respect to him as because through him I come on the earth. It is my privilege that I got it. Okay. So I am somewhat thinking, what is the thing? Why it is somewhat annoying myself sometimes. Why it is
So what is your question now?
question is that whether in the Mahabharata, the Bhim's son, grandson, Barbaric was there, that he had got 3 arrows, then after 2 arrows, then Krishna was saying that I will defeat it, then he has took a Brahman avatar and take out his neck. Why he has taken out that?
Okay. Whatever you found in the Mahabharata is correct. And some of the mysteries of the Mahabharata, they are not revealed to those who are not pure devotees. I'll give you an example, the passing of Krishna. Now, if you go into that historiography, you find that the person the so-called hunter who shot the arrow, who was he in his previous life? Huh? Who? Okay. There was a cause to that incident. Now, I mean, it's like even in the case of Lord Chaitanya, people say he died. But where can you show his samadhi, his grave? Now, in the case of Lord Krishna, like Lord Chaitanya, people see the pure devotees, they saw him merge into Lord Jagannath. Some people saw him merge into the ocean. Some people, he has different manifestations. So, even in the passing away of Lord Krishna, it's a similar situation. What we read literally is to really like bewilder those who are not pure at heart. They take the face value. I mean, even on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, not everyone was seeing Krishna like everyone else. People, we are seeing him from different perspectives. I mean, it's like you see the story that Bhakti gave about the blind man, trying to have a perception of the train. And so they give different description because someone is blind. So the train is passing, and then, they feel the train, and then they start to describe the train. This is how the train is. Someone maybe does not even have access to the train, and he just hears the honking of the train. And then he says the train is a manifestation of a particular sound. So in a similar way, when, yes, an arrow hit Krishna's foot, but Krishna actually did not die. He left the planet. If you read the commentary of the previous acharyas, he left the planet. But that pastime is to bewilder the non-devotees. Because if Krishna wants to reveal himself to everybody, everybody will hang out to be devoted. Everybody will want to be devoted, and then devotional life could be taken so cheaply. So some people will say, well, Krishna died, a hunter killed him. What are you talking about? I know that. I've read in the Mahabharata, Krishna died, or hunter killed him. Now, just people will not have faith in the leelas of Lord Krishna because they will say Krishna is another mortal, but a powerful mortal. Krishna is not another mortal. In the Bhagavad Gita, he asserts that the spiritual world and the material world, they are all emanating from him. So it takes pure devotional service to have a proper vision. And see, I really appreciate your deep knowledge of the Mahabharata, deep knowledge of the scriptures. Again, this is what I was mentioning in the beginning. How some of you are so lucky. You've taken advantage of your great birth, and you are exploring, you're studying the scriptures, you are going to the theaters. Now, I tell you, not everyone, even in India, goes to the theaters. I know people in Delhi, Vrindavan is just at the backyard. I know people in Delhi who have never been to Vrindavan. Oh, yeah. Now, Mayapur is very close here. You think everybody in Calcutta has been to Mayapur? No. So, for those who are endeavoring to visit the holy dam, they are very special souls. You are a very special soul. And because you are trying to understand deeper about the pastimes of the Lord, Krishna will endow you with the intelligence to be able to understand it. Because he said, I endowed my devotee with intelligence to be able to appreciate and understand me, so that they can come back to me at the end of this lifetime. So we're praying that your explorations, your expenditures in your spiritual endeavor should be very fruitful. And let's understand that in Kali Yoga, visiting the holy places is an additional purification. The process of realizing Krishna through a systematic purification is the process of chanting Krishna's names. Because then when we're chanting, all of our doubts, we are reading the scriptures, even we will have doubts. We'll begin to think, this cannot be like this. But when we're reading the scriptures and we are chanting Krishna's name, we can easily become purified, and we will be able to understand the narrations, the narratives, or the leelas in a devotional perspective. So thank you very much for sharing that wonderful experience, wonderful scenario, wonderful understanding of the Mahabharata. Yes, any other comments or questions? Not me. This is a statement of the Sastra. Especially by Vrindavan Das Thakur in the Chaitanya Bhagavad. Yes.
So, someone who has been practicing bhakti but lives in between. So,
Huh?
someone who is practicing bhakti but lives in between. So,
What do you mean?
lives bhakti. So,
Oh, lives.
some of our friends
Okay.
were joined with us in bhakti but they left. They won't continue further. So, my question is, how does he help his predecessors or ancestors?
This is these awards. You know, when you're working in the company, at the end of the year, if you are the best in terms of performance, they give you an award. Suppose you leave the company, would they give you an award? If you're working in the company and your performance is so high, the best performer, the management can give you an award to motivate you and to motivate others. Now, if something happened and you never stayed in that company, you were performing very nicely, but you left the company. There was some trouble with one of the managers, you had a fight, Resorted to police, so you left the company. Yes, you performed very nicely, but you left the company. You didn't stay till the end of the year. So, would you be given an award? No. So, a devotional life is also like that. If we don't stay till the end, we will continue in the next bit. And then, if we stay till the end, we can deliver those awards to generations before us and after us. So that's why we should not leave. It might be difficult. We may have challenges, but we should not even think of leaving. For the sake of our past forefathers and foremothers and the future generations, we should not think of leaving. Okay, so that they can benefit. It's a nice introspective question. Thank you. All right, in the absence of any other comments or questions, we'd like to adjourn this meeting. And again, thank you very much for coming. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
His Holiness Bhakti Vasudeva Swami Maharaj ki jai. आइए महाराज जी को आभार व्यक्त करते हैं। महाराज जी ने इतना गहरा दिव्य ज्ञान हमको इतने सरल और सहज रूप में समझाया और इस प्रकार से हमको मार्गदर्शन दिया है। आइए महाराज जी को धन्यवाद व्यक्त करते हैं 3 बार जोर से हरि बोल बोल के। हरि बोल, हरि बोल।